Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, Daniel. How's it going? If you guys are watching, let me know. Now it's just only 2 people. Hopefully, there'll be more people joining. I'm keeping some music in the background while we have a little chat. Hope you guys are spending the holidays in a nice way. If you're doing holidays, I'm actually not on holiday. I'm working these days, but it's working on cool stuff, so that's exciting. Hey, Musta, how's it going? Daniel says just chilling. Cool, that's the vibe we want here, especially with this soundtrack, which is pretty chill. It's super cold, so I had to boost the heating system just to keep me warm while staying at the desk. Right, I think we can move to Ableton. So I'm gonna stop the music and let's dive into yesterday's project. So Daniel and Musta, if you guys are here and want to suggest something while I work on this project, feel free to do it. I'm happy to get suggestions and directions on how to move on with this track. Let's give it a check. Yesterday I created a few different bass lines, but I think I will go for this one, which is one of the first that we did. Because the other one was this. Well, this is not bad. It's just a different vibe. And also was thinking to duplicate this and slightly change the second part. Just to make the So this is the second option, but yeah, I'm still not sure if I want this or this. This is more repetitive, a bit more stripped down. So far I'm gonna keep this also because I'm liking the way this is working. Let me just do like a little arrangement, not arrangement, but trying out these ideas. I suppose I'm in this situation. I can go from this situation to this. Shit, my bad. I fucked up. These should not be there. Okay, so let's try again. So I'm gonna put these clips down and stop this. Yeah, so let's suppose we get into the break. We stop the snare. And then we start over. We take away the synth, maybe with a longer tail, something like that, but that's the point. And then the snare arrives. I still don't have any hi-hat, anything, basically just these sort of background hats, which are dirtying up the background of the track, which I really like. Of course, if I take this away, track gets a little bit cleaner, but we don't like clean stuff. Also gives a bit of rhythm. So now, I can start thinking of having a main hat, to add a main hat to the track. Hey, I can see there's some more people here. If you guys want to say hi in the chat so I know who's watching, that would be great. Okay, so let's go to the hats. Gonna look for something. Now, the hardest part for me is always choosing the kick and the hat sound. I have so many hats, but a lot of them are synthesized from, drum machines or analog or modules, and sometimes they can sound a bit harsh, like this. Okay, this is better. Let's see how we can make this sound. This is definitely too bright, or maybe just too loud. No, I don't like this one. So let's try something else. I close down the group pool. There was a little button here to close it. Now it's gone. Let's do this. Okay. So hats. Well, let me go on maybe some different pack. So I'm gonna go on Prime Loops to find some acoustic hat or something that is being sampled. So let's see, Essential Ambient. Now these are presets for FM8. Herbalism. What is that? I need one shot still. One shots. Kicks, melodic, percussions, hi-hats. Let's get rid of this. That's a bit too weak. That could be good for some secondary hats, let's say, but not for as the main hat. So switch it off for now. Let's move to another one. This I like. Still soft, but it's the timbre I'm looking for. I'm liking it. There we go. And a bit of delay just to make it more alive. I'm gonna switch the filter on the delay. So that the delayed sound is not like with the full frequencies, but it's slightly cut out. course, this is, as I said, a weak hat, so there's space, to add later a stronger one. Hey, I'm Anil Jirani. That's kind of a hard name to pronounce, but hey, how's it going? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, man. You're very kind. That's what I'm hoping for, to do this with this session, just to inspire you guys to make some cool music, find your sound. Okay, so I'm gonna use now this one and see if I can do something with this soft hat. Yeah, this sound is not that, I mean, it's very, I don't like it that much, but think we can slightly make it better. Hey, Broadplay, it's pronounced Ayman. Ayman, that's easier. Cool. Broadplay, how's it going? Okay, let's make the attack a bit softer. And maybe cut a little bit the lows. For most of the things, the internal filter is fine. You don't even need to have the EQ loaded. I always have it loaded, just because, if I need, it's there. It's in my default track. When I create a new audio or MIDI track, I have these 3 devices loaded already, but they are off. In case you wonder how you do this by default, you just create a new track, you load whatever you want and set it however you want, and then you right click on at the top of the track and save as default audio track or MIDI track if it's a MIDI track. So if you have things that you use again and again, you just save it to be there every time you create a new track. Yeah, not a big fan of this, but yeah, let's see if we can make it sound a little bit more interesting. So I go on plugins. As you know, guys, these days I'm taking advantage of these live sessions to test a little bit of the new stuff I got. So let's go. Well, first of all, I'm gonna use RC20. This plugin, I've been using it for a while, actually. RC20 is one of the plugins that I love the most. It's a really nice one. And if I find it, let's do this RC. Where is it from? Where is it? No, Native Instrument, no. Okay, this is XLN Audio. So this is a vintage emulation plugin. It adds some effects like noise, wobble, distortion, big crushing, reverb, and this magnetic thing is just to create some artifacts to make the sound a little bit older, let's say. And you have some cool presets. Okay, for example, this one. Okay, if I switch it off, it's cleaner. This makes the sound a little bit, less bright, a little bit. Add some noise, which you can decide to have loud or not. I'm gonna get rid of it because also I have some noise from the crunch. But also you see here there's a filter. So you can cut, on the output, you can cut the lows or the highs. A lot of the presets are cutting the highs. So they actually make the sound less bright than the original. Let's take down the gain. I'm gonna put a mono maker here on the main hat because it's slightly pen to the left. So I just want to make sure it's focused on the center. Also, I can hear there are some low frequencies. I could use the filter here, but in this case, I want to check what frequencies are. See, there's actually not much here, but you can hear it. So one thing that I never do, especially I think if you go on mid side, on the side there's a lot of material here. See, which actually goes away the moment you set this to mono, because the size get cancelled basically. But you know, a lot of people that I see, when they have a hat, they do this. Okay, they just isolate the main frequency. Okay, but when you do this, you kind of cut a little of the body of the kick, a little of the dirtiness of the kick, and also the energy, because this is not, there's not much inside in here, but some hats has some energy around here. Okay, and if you cut this, everything becomes so thin. And I really don't agree with this way of working, you know, to thin out everything on your hats just to get rid of all the lows. You know, lows are creating a bit of warmth. Okay, if there's a lot of stuff here, cut them a little bit or lower them, but cutting everything just because you've been told to do that, I don't think it's a good idea. So I'm gonna leave what is belonging to this hat. And check this out. Okay, let me switch on and off the RC20. It's much brighter, much more present in the mix. And this, with the RC20, gets a little bit hidden, which for some reasons you might not want to, but in this case I wanted to hide a little bit that brightness. Maybe that's a bit too much. I'm gonna open up a little bit the filter, but you get what I mean. Okay, so then speaking of plugins and new stuff that I have, I also have this delay that I recently bought. Again, it's after I watched Drummer Masterclass on CDJ. Don't know if you watched it. If you want, I can tell you what he's talking about. No, I'm kidding. Just watch it. Where is it? It's a delay. Where is it? Korg beat. No. 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 Sonic Charge? No. Okay, I'm gonna do this delay. No. Okay, guys, sorry for this dead time. It's part of the delay. Audio damage. Why I didn't check it out? Okay, here it is. Here it is. So let's go through some of these presets and see what happens. See? There's some really cool shit here. Let's do it too. Okay, I think this is fine. I'm gonna take down the mix. It's weird that you don't have, preset selection here. You have to open this window. This is not ideal from a design point of view. but you know, the interface, as you can see, it's resizable. This is very cool. So we can create some more movement in the background. And I think I also let me check this 1 second, because this percussion loop, yeah, I want to cut a little bit the lows. It's already did, but still, I think there's still something. It's fine. Put a little bit of a filter so we can get a, you know, focus a bit more on the high frequencies, like it's on a break. I want to place a clap on top of this. Is this a clap? It's not. Yeah, I like it like this, short. Let's add some reverb. Yeah. Yeah, kick, clap, and snare, they do a really good job together. It's very nice. This also helps me to assess if the low end is too loud, because you know, when you switch it back on, you can hear if it's pushing a little bit too much. Maybe the bass lines, I think it's the kick that is slightly too loud, or maybe just the low end, you know. Just a little bit. Okay, so guys, what do you think I should do next? Now we have a little bit of a groove going. Maybe we should start laying down some chords or some sort of melodies, maybe some vocals. We can look for some vocals. Another option for these sounds, you know, is just playing short stubs. Maybe in this case I should take a different part of it. So let's try, or just I will take another sound. Okay, so I'm gonna use this little chain that I built. Use transition. Where is it? This is it. Because they changed the icon, so I couldn't locate it. Yeah, I did this little chain called use for transitions. It's basically a very simple chain where you have a delay and a reverb. So, it creates this. But I think I want something a bit stronger. Yeah, something very simple, but this is not the most the best sound to do that, but it still works. Let's try some Spanish version movies. Can you send some link? I think I'm gonna change the sound. So I'm gonna look for something else for this situation. Let's just try to type stub. Okay, so in my case, my library is inside the Ableton. Okay, because I know a lot of people, when they look for samples, they go to Splice every time, and download new stuff. But I have so many samples in my computer that rarely, I feel the need to go on some of those platforms. I use LoopCloud, for example, but I rarely use it. Now they integrated Splice inside Ableton. I don't have a Splice submission, so I don't use it. But yeah, myself, samples. And I have so much stuff here that, I don't need, for most of the times, I don't need to look on Splice or whatever. And now that they introduced also, the tagging, automatic tagging on samples is making things much easier. That's cool. Let's give it a check. Wow. Okay, let's give it a check. Okay, so since the sample starts a little bit early, I don't know if doing this is something I need, because when I listen to it alone, it's fine, but in the complex, in the context, you don't have, you don't hear this first part a lot, so maybe it's easier, to start from here and just put it where it needs to be put. Otherwise, I would need to consider, that there's a little bit of a part before, and so I have to place the MIDI where it taking that in account. Let's check it out. Okay, it's late. Yeah, that sounds good. So Musta says some 90s style chords. Yeah, this is more of a dubby chord. So also this is setting a clear direction. And for me, dub minimal is a genre that I really like, but I also been doing many times, and if I go that direction, I know that I go in my comfort zone, and I don't want to do that, So yeah, maybe we can explore something different, For example, this chord. It's not the 90s, but this is my chords. These are some presets that I've done in the past. So let's go. Let's see if I can find Stub House. This is pretty cool. Is this an Ableton preset? That's pretty cool. There's also some wow. I like this. I would like a bit more DK. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I'm gonna do like, and then I'm gonna play some effects on this. Check the diff. Yeah, if only I make this move, it's creating all sorts of different effects. That's also pretty cool. This I don't like because it bounces back too late. Okay, so this is a pretty cool thing, but I like to work on this a bit more, to see if I can get to some more interesting results. So I'm gonna go inside my plugins folder, and I know which plugin I want to test, I want to use here, which is the FX Motions. This is by Arturia. This is a very cool one. Let's check. But it makes it too epic. Okay, let's try to create a repetition here. So I'm gonna just start with 2. Okay, let's try to modulate this this one here. I hate when it starts from 100%. Wish it was in the middle, but with percentages, I don't remember when it's in the middle, when it's 100%. So when it's 100%, you gotta push this all the way up. So when you go inside modulation, you take this down, you basically all the way back down, and here is in the middle. Can even unlink the modulation from the clip. So the clip is just 1 bar, but this one you can make 2 bars, but this you can make even 5 or even more. So then you can move this up. You can then even double it and change. So basically that stub, it keeps changing a little bit through the pattern. Okay. Let's make the attack. This becomes like an atmosphere. It's pretty cool. Let's make it slightly shorter with the reverb. it keeps moving. And now I think I want to add a vocal, and I want to make it, rhythmic and repetitive, hypnotic. So hey, Marian, welcome. More bouncy room. Let's try that. Yeah. Now that I have this effect on and the filter modulation, having this bounciness is making it even better. Yeah, I think so. It's close to Tantra. Maybe for some aspect is slightly simpler. For other is different, But yeah, definitely it's a very rhythmical effect, let's say. So in this way, it's very close to Tantra. And I like that, because sometimes you have a very static sound and you place that on Tantra, on the sound, and it makes it more interesting immediately. So yeah, that's cool. Let's see if it gets along with the yeah, this they could work together. But I can also use them in different moments. I need a little bit of glue compression here because the sound is slightly out of control. Glue compressor. So when the stronger hits comes, it tames down a little bit. I did have Transit. Actually, I did something together with Baby Audio, some videos for them, some reels. So they sent me their stuff, and it's pretty cool one. Where is it? Baby Audio. That's another very nice multi effect, and the initial idea was to use it for transitions, but actually it works also in lots of other occasions. It's a super cool one. Yeah, when you wanna make a sound more interesting, just throw these effects on it, and they're kind of give it a personality, a different vibe. This is making the sound thinner, let's say, but in a good way. But I want the sound to be more prominent in the mix. So for now, I'm gonna stick to this effect. Now that we're talking about Baby Audio, another one that is brand new by them is this Techno. It's a sort of drum machine generator. Actually, I think there's a synth inside that creates the sound, and you can shape the sound. You can create all sorts of different sounds. Still have to go through it, so this is another one that I should test a little bit. Haven't had any time or see, when you go inside, so you open this, for example, kick, you have cut off the width, the pitch modulation, resonator, so you can really change and shape the kick, the sound of it. Dump should be longer. shorter, harmonics. But yeah, this I still have to experiment with. So honestly, I'm not that good at it. You can also randomize, of course, as always. Also the kick. And see, then you have this section for creating the sound, but also this section. So it's a mix of those two. So the pitch, if you want to lower the length, very short one, minimal. You have now there's also a lot of reverb on it, but super minimal. A bit in the middle. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff on this. Definitely should do a video just about this to dive deeper on it. Now the thing here is making music. So yeah, experimenting with plugins, but I wanna get this going. I wanna go a bit quicker. So I'm gonna work with what I can handle quickly. So I was saying I want a vocal. Where do I find some vocals? That's always the point. And I can look inside my folder already, because I do have something already. Let me see that I downloaded with time. I think I downloaded something here. I have some vocal phrases that are AI generated.
Senti i bassi che attraversano il tuo corpo. Senti i bassi che attraversano il tuo corpo.
I want the dubby feel.
These are the samples that I used for the latest project on Patreon, but actually this is not what I want to use, because I want a little bit of background noise. These are, of course, AI generated, so are quite clean. So I'm gonna go here in my music folder. Just 1 second, guys. I'm gonna look for it. 4K YouTube to MP3. So this is where sometimes I download reference tracks, things like that. And I also have some.
Your podcast is
clever.
I want my people.
Yeah, some
about
of this stuff, with soft voice.
It's not comfortable.
Do you want to do something that is helping you with this stuff?
Yeah, like this, for example. So let's see. Wow, this is a super long one. Let's unwarp this. It should load a bit quicker.
I want the dubby feel. I want the dubby feel. The dubby feel. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
That's cool.
What do you want? 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 What do you want?
Yeah, that's a pretty cool effect, just to use, every once in a while. So I can take this and put it inside a MIDI track, and then play with it. I was thinking also a melody could work in here while the vocal loads up. And for the melody, again, let's find some cool synth that we can try. I don't know, guys. What do you suggest? Do you see here some plugin that you want me to try? Some I have a bunch of plugins here, so if you wanna say we have last 10 minutes of live, in 10 minutes we're gonna stop because it's been already an hour almost. So these are the last hits of creativity that we can have. I like this plugin. This is by Native Instrument. Alex Kidd did some work for this plugin, some samples, some acid bass. Okay, Musta, I'm gonna stick to your suggestion. So let's do that. Okay, for the acid, I'm gonna go with the Arturia because I really like this plugin. Okay, let's make this sound a bit nicer before moving to the AC bass transition. There you go. Gonna make this like every 8 bars, otherwise it's a bit too repetitive. Can make it, can put it. Let's go to the acid. What is the acid doing here? I'm gonna do like a sort of counter melody. So like just in the last part of the loop. Could be like that's a very simple one. Let's see if we can do better. I'm gonna try changing the problem we able to when you are in in clip mode is that if you have something at the end of a long loop, you need to start every time from the beginning. So let's make this just a 1 bar loop for now. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's not bad. Maybe I'm gonna... Of course, there's the sequencer on now, so it's basically interacting between the notes that I played and the notes on the sequence. Let's see if I switch off the... Dun, dun, dun. So it sounds like this. I'm gonna just bring it. I like the interaction of these two. That's pretty cool. Let's take down the effects a little bit. This is too much. Hey Dragos. Hope you're doing good, man. There we go. I don't like this distortion at all. Also, this is nice. I can also take... No, I don't wanna. I don't want the acid to take my hands and my soul, so I'm gonna stick to a very minimal part right now. And still, you know, I'm not completely sure. With the acid, it's also nice sometimes to try and play with sequencers, because the way the acid works and behave is very, very much linked to the sequence you play and how you play it. So, you know, sometimes you just bump into a very cool sequence and it works super nicely. So for this reason, I'm gonna try and duplicate this. I'm gonna create another MIDI track, and on this MIDI track, I'm gonna load the Second by Alex Kidd, so that I can play with some sequencers. Second, I'm gonna use Second Light. I don't need much controls. This should be like set like this. Second Light in. Okay, now if I, yeah. Okay, just to start with, I'm gonna set the octave up, because apparently super low. Okay, this I'm gonna reset this to default value D2, or actually D3. Reset. Let's check it out. Okay, take it down. There we go. And set the scale to D minor. And then the randomization, I want to set it to like very low density, so not big not lots of stuff is changed. So I'm gonna set this to D2, and this like that is fine. Let's check it out. Oh. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's interesting. Hello all. Tasha, hey Sharif, how's it going? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Yeah, sorry guys, I just got zoned out while working on this sequence. Sorry if I stopped speaking. That's actually what everybody's doing when you focus on making music, so you guys can understand me. So this is the first option, which could be interesting. So I could try recording it. Hopefully it works. Wait, my bad. And maybe then try to... Okay, that's the first one. Let's move and let's try some other ones. I didn't randomize yet. I could try that. Let's check it out. That's nice. Old note. Okay, let's try. That's also cool. Actually, with the ACID, basically all the options are great. I will record pretty much everything I hear because everything sounds good. So let's check it out. So yeah, it's a full improvisation here. Also, I didn't change the notes yet. Let's try to change. Also, on top of this. I think I didn't switch off the sequencer here. Let's try to do that. It's a full journey. Let's place this note to the D. Also, this is super cool. That's cool. So this is a nice counter melody to the bass line because it's a upper. Okay, it's much upper in the scale, and it's sounding good and minimal and simple. You know, you don't want to overdo in this case. You can use also the octave lower. Or long notes, short notes, not too short. Okay, this I'm gonna record. Okay, let's try a little break. Oops, still recording. Switch this off. Disaster now. Yeah, it kind of works. Of course, there's more work to be done on this. Hopefully, I can do another live tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure, but that would be cool to continue this track together. If we do, I think I'm gonna do that at around 2 or 3 p.m. So if you guys are around and you follow me on my socials, you'll know that. So that was fun, and I like to get the inputs from other people. Is a bit like producing together in the studio. If I don't see you tomorrow, guys, Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for being here during this live, and hopefully we catch up in some of the socials, some other videos on the community, wherever we can talk together. That's cool. And yes, see you soon, guys. Checking out. Bye bye. Okay, if I can do that. All right.